Hey family, it's Chef Rick, the Blind Holistic Chef, and welcome back to Unseen Cuisine. Today we're taking something simple and giving it a fine dining glow up. We're making crispy pickles or wild mushrooms with the silky whipped Violife feta dip and finish with lemon oil, also with some microgreens. You pick the star of the plate because this method works beautifully for both. This is elegance on a small plate, light, crisp, aromatic, perfect for entertaining or treating yourself the way you deserve. All right, family, let's get into it. Let's cook without limits and let's enjoy. If you choose pickles, you're gonna need 1 jar of dill pickles that will be drained. They should feel firm and slightly slick before you start drying them. For the mushrooms, you will need 1 pound of button mushrooms. So they're gonna feel smooth, round. You're gonna trim off any long stems to make it all the same size and make sure that they are dry. If you can get some wild mushrooms and this will work the same way. You will also need 1 egg for the egg wash, which is part of our dry, wet, dry breading method. Seasoned flour. You're gonna use 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of seasoning salt, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. For frying, you're going to use a neutral oil, enough for 1.5 inches in your pot. I recommend a Dutch oven pot, but whatever you got on hand should work just as well. For the whipped Violife feta dip, you will need 3/4 of a cup of crumbled Violife feta, soft and slightly moist. 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, 1 crushed garlic clove, which is going to feel sticky after you crush it, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest, 4 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of chopped mint or parsley. That's going to feel light and feathery and slightly damp once you chop it up, and fresh black pepper. Now for the finishing touches, you're gonna get lemon infused oil, microgreens, mint or microgreens parsley, and optional, sea salt, smoked sea salt flakes. Now let's get into the method of prep. If you're using pickles, you wanna pat them dry until the surface feels dry. And if you're using mushrooms, you wanna rinse quick and dry until it feels nice and slick and velvety to get all the dirt off. Dry surfaces help the coating stick and give us that refined, delicate crisp. Step 2, you want to build the seasoned flour. In a shallow bowl, combine your flour, seasoning salt, smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and your black pepper. You want to mix it with your fingertips until the texture feels even and powdery. Step 3, the breading method. Now, this is where we elevate the crisp. We're going to use that classic dry, wet, dry method. First, you're going to set up your egg wash. Crack your egg into a bowl with a little bit of water and whisk until smooth. This is your egg wash. Next, you want to take your pickles or mushrooms and put them into the seasoned flour first. Very important. You want to shake off the excess powder to make sure it feels like a light dusting. Tactile clue should feel dry and slightly powdery, not clumpy. Next, dip each of the floured pieces into the egg wash. Let the extra dripping drip off so the coating can stay thin and elegant. Dip them all in, and if it's still dripping, let it drip a little bit, and then you're going to put it back into the seasoned flour. So this creates a crisp, fine dining texture, more delicate than a heavy batter. Make sure that your oil is heated up to 360 or to 365 degrees. Now, the blind check, you will want to put a little bit of the flour into the oil, and if it starts steady sizzle, not aggressive popping, it is ready. Or you could get your talking thermometer, put it in there. Once it hit 360 or 365, it's ready to go. Now, the fry timing on these. The pickles take 2 to 3 minutes until lightly golden and crisp. Mushrooms take 3 to 4 minutes for a more deeper golden and firm texture. After they're cooked, you want to drain them on paper towels. When you tap them with the tongs, you should feel a light and delicate crisp. Step 5, you're gonna whip that Violife feta. In your food processor, you're gonna put the Violife feta, lemon juice, crushed garlic, lemon zest, and olive oil in your food processor. You wanna blend it smooth, airy, and luxurious. Then you wanna dip a spoon into the dip. And when you take it out, you wanna rub your finger across the back to make sure it should feel cloud-like, soft, and silky. Then you want to take it, place it in a bowl, fold in your mint, fold in your parsley, and season with black pepper. Step 6, the elevation of the plate. Create a small swoosh or quenelle of the whipped Violife feta, smooth and elegant. Arrange your crispy pickles or mushrooms around the cheese in a crescent or a clean circle. Finish with a drizzle of lemon oil, add a pinch of micro herbs, and if you want that chef-level contrast, hit it with a flake or two of that smoked seasoned salt. So you have the warm, crisp texture that meets the cool whipped creaminess. This plate is all about balance. Family, that's how we take humble ingredients and turn it into fine dining experience. Crispy pickles or mushrooms paired with the whipped Violife feta that sings with lemon and herbs. Now, if you love this episode, make sure you follow Unseen Cuisine wherever you listen to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audible, YouTube, and visit us on our Unseen Cuisine website. Remember, cooking without limits means cooking for everyone, where food heals and flavor inspires. I'm Chef Rick, the blind holistic chef. Until next time, stay inspired, stay hungry, and keep cooking without limits.